on, sir.
Hello, folks. That's an attempt at humor in my last select board meeting. So as usual, it's Tuesday afternoon, and we have a jam-packed agenda of really two things. We'll start with our town clerk report as usual.
Okay. In case anybody's any comments. Well wishes.
I'll pull it up.
Ed, we're gonna miss you. Thank you for everything. It's been a pleasure working with you. And hopefully you come visit often.
I have to harass you.
Yes, right. All right, municipal election, Friday, September 6th. Polls are open from 3 to 7. Town meeting is Saturday, September 7th, and it's going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning. Town report and the warrant is online on our website. Copies are now available at the town office. The November general election absentee request forms are available. You can get those online, and we do have them in the clerk's office. We do not have absentee ballots yet. We're supposed to get them in October. But you are welcome to fill out an absentee request, and we will send them to you when we do get them. Just a short TextMyGov update. TextMyGov is live. We've been very busy with town report and getting ready for town meeting. We are going to have some information available at the election and at town meeting. Some handouts to explain how to sign up and how to use the system. All that information is also on our website, so if you'd like to sign up for that, check out our website. We did have some tax liens that were reported at the registry on Monday, August 26th. 60 liens were filed. And there's only one training that the Maine Town and City Clerks Association is having that is anywhere near us, one in Bangor and one in Portland. So Renee and I are going to take advantage of that and get ready for the presidential election, because that's going to be a lot to that. So we are going to be closing the clerk's office for Wednesday and Thursday, September 11th and 12th. So you are welcome to go to Portertown office or Hiram. They will take care of your registrations if you need to have those done when we're closed. After town meeting, it doesn't really have to be next week, but hopefully we can discuss town report process for next year while it's all fresh in our heads, either next week or week after once the dust settles. Is that
Yeah, I'd
okay?
suggest the week after.
Week after?
Because that way we'll have had a meeting with the new board member,
Yep,
and
okay.
things will have settled just a little bit.
Yep.
And we have already talked a little bit about needing that discussion.
Okay.
Start the process.
I had to run a report for personal property like we do in the town report. Did we get a quote yet for the revaluation? How
We
much-
didn't get a quote, we got an estimate.
Okay, what is that?
It's 100,
Okay, I'll go over it now.
I was just curious, does that include any work on personal property? Did they help
I
us
don't
with that?
believe so, no.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that's on us.
okay.
But to get things a little out of sequence, but to answer your question, our assessing agent has said they're using 1,860 parcels at $115 per parcel, which is a total of $213,900. And we have
Danielle.
collected about
Thank you.
114, I'll say, of that when we transfer some more money out of the sheriff's account. So we'll have about half of that already in the bank. So it won't be too much of a burden. And of course, this doesn't say when we can schedule to have it done.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be 2 years, we don't know.
Okay. No, it just always comes, that small list that we always have for personal property. It'd be nice to, you guys could take a look at those accounts at some point.
Jen?
Yep.
My list for you guys, I'm not gonna let you off the hook.
Well, we talked
Number
about,
one, it says personal property tax. Huh?
Yep. We've
So-
known, yep.
And
continuity.
I can
we
come
love
back
it.
every month or two and check and see how you guys are doing.
We need
That's
that.
fine, we need that push.
Okay?
I think that goes with continuity and
As
consistency.
you push me out the door saying,
No,
what
not
are you
at all.
doing here?
Not at all.
That's all I got.
Okay, thank you very much. And it was a pleasure getting your report. Seriously, good. You know, this job might get settled down after I leave. The usual foolishness, folks, and obviously approving last week's minutes and this week's agenda, which is really nothing. We'll take a few minutes now. As I said before, we can't play any elevator music, but just to sign the warrants and approve the bills. So, we'll take a minute.
Nancy started to break into song out there in the gym, though.
Yeah,
might
that's
be
right.
good.
Somebody did.
Good opportunity.
I don't know who did,
I heard you.
don't know.
Thank you for the note about my insurance, by the way.
Oh, sure.
I'm glad you had remembered it.
Just remind me next month to take that out, please. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
It's easier the other way.
Good hill. See how it goes up.
Danielle, on the credit card bill,
Yeah.
is that, seems like it's high.
I gave Deb the itemized list of everything.
I've got the copy, I don't know what half of it is though.
She's got the details. So, probably does, because we spent $1,200 on certifieds.
Say it again?
Certified mail for the lien.
So the 30-day notices have to be sent certified, and that was the bill for that.
Okay,
That's probably what pushed it all up, but there's your details. So we got postage, office supplies, computer software, that was $300 for Microsoft. And those
okay.
are.
No, I just
other
wondered why
items.
it jumped up so
Yep, that'd be,
significantly.
yes, and that'd be it.
Thank you.
Yep. You wanna put that with the bill there, Ed?
Okay, just,
Yeah. We should probably look, get a copy of that when we see the bill.
we're paying the last of our door, the first of our doors, the automatic doors. Are they back to where they should be now?
According to Jen,
Working correctly.
Okay,
Yep. We can pay him now.
So those funds need to be transferred.
They need to be transferred, yes, yep. They haven't
so that's
been yet.
something you,
No,
I don't know if anyone needs them that's listening, or you know somebody that needs them, but we have automatic doors now in the front entranceway. So it might make it a little easier for people with wheelchairs to, or walkers actually, to access the building.
Even UPS carriers with tons of boxes.
Who?
Yep.
UPS carriers with tons of boxes.
Oh,
anybody.
Anyone.
we'll take a discount, right?
that will definitely be noticed at election time. We will get inspected on
Yeah, I
that.
will bring that ramp for the, yep. could shamelessly push the fall climate fair. Did you see this? We both.
She's printing it. Look. Awesome. Why didn't we use this on?
Yeah. The back of it is supposed to be on both sides of the paper, so I just taped them together, but.
Oh, yeah, look at that. So do you need help with any of that? You have a group or?
Sure, I mean, I was gonna bring some in. I mean, we're just gonna pull out the cornhole boards and the ping pong table, that kind of thing. But we're just hoping to get some families in. And
Okay.
Kids can run around out in the, baseball field and, yep,
Sounds good.
yeah. We'll put this on the website after town meeting and, okay,
Absolutely.
help choose a
In
project.
approving these bills, folks, we just received an invoice for, you people noticed, on Monday during the afternoon, morning afternoon, the lines get redone down at the center of town. So we have a wonderful new crosswalk and 14 spaces, Jen, or?
Yes,
14 spaces for town parking in the middle of that parking lot. And the post office and hardware store also made a deal, so they're paying for their areas to be done. But that was $895 from Cat's Fine Lines. The other company that we looked at, Jen, what was their price?
zebra striping was like $1,900.
And Zebra Striping wanted us to provide the traffic control also, so it was a very good savings. Now, if the paint lasts, we'll be okay
She said she put 3 coats on the,
on the street.
yeah.
Did, the gymnasium and bathroom we're paying for the cleaning, extra cleaning, because we have the,
Yeah, do they do that? They don't do it every time, I don't.
no, I just want, we have a bill for it.
Yeah,
I didn't know when this was,
What did she do that?
how frequent, when was this done? Last week, 2
No,
weeks
it's
ago?
for this week,
It's gonna be done this week?
yes.
Okay.
She's never done the gym. Doesn't
Just
do,
gym bathroom, supposed to be doing the gym
is she?
bathroom.
yeah.
Okay.
Have to keep our standards up,
Well, without a doubt.
Right. Let me see.
Thanks, David.
Thanks.
All right. This is the beginning of the month, so we'll, just looking at, be receiving our reports from code enforcement, state police, animal control, and rescue, within the next few weeks. All of these reports, folks, are online, and anytime you have any question, just give us a call. The summaries are pretty explicit online. Generally, I read them when they come in just to hit any highlights, but there is an ad in the shopping guide this week for the municipal election on Friday and Saturday. Municipal election on Friday and the town meeting on Saturday. Danielle just mentioned it, don't forget it. I know that takes a little bit of time, but, you know, tax bills are gonna be coming out, and we wanna try and keep this as, low as possible and keep the town members informed, so please come out. As I mentioned before, our assessors, 1,860 parcels at 115 to 213.9. And that we've saved probably half of that money right now. It's in our checking account. Actually reserve account, but checking account.
Can I just add, the state says we're currently at about 65% on our assessment. We're way out of range on that. However, there are a lot of municipalities that are out with the big
Increase in prices,
inflation
yeah.
in real estate values. They went up like crazy. We're supposed to be assessed at true value, so we really need to do that. Thank you.
Hopefully that can get done. We don't know what their schedule is, but I'm sure you guys will be contacting him to get a schedule.
Yep.
As David said, it's supposed to be 100%, that's the number. You don't get penalized if you're below, up between 90 and 110. In that range, you're okay. But below 90, it costs you money, and above 110, it costs you money, so. And it also affects our homestead exemption and school contributions. There's a lot of things that tie into that. General assistance legislation. Jen, have you had a chance, not Jen, Debbie, have you had a chance to look at this?
Well, I outlined item number 2. All the GA administrators received a notice last week, or maybe it was the week before, about this new law. No one knew about it. And the new law states that if the town office is open, then we have to accept general
Right, not just specific
applications.
hours.
But what's not clear is, does that mean just take the applications and then do Tuesday when I figure out the payment and all that? That's something that needs more clarification. They are going to be working on changing some of the rules that they've done,
Okay.
so I just wanted to let you know, and I'm going to make sure applications are out there, and I mean, people can fill them out, and I don't know if we should put a box out there or something.
No, not for that kind of information.
No.
No.
Oh, lockbox.
You got one? Okay.
No, I know, I mean, because of,
We
Yeah.
have one on the outside.
they're
Yeah.
making it
Yeah.
sound like even if I'm not
Elections wouldn't be
here,
happy if we used that. Oh,
Oh,
we've got
the
the other
box?
lockbox,
Yeah, the
yeah.
wooden one.
Yeah.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know, we'll wait to see what they're gonna do, what the
Yeah.
change is gonna be.
Okay. Yep.
The reason why this is important, I mean, I think we budgeted about $15,000 this year for it. Hopefully it will not cost that much, but, and if we follow the rules, we'll get 80% now, or 75, what's the?
70%.
70% back from the state. So if we don't follow the rules, we pay all of it on our own. So it's important that we understand these rules and follow them. And that's, quote, the formal agenda. Our selectmen's updates, or women's, or people.
Select
Start with
board.
Jen.
Select board.
Board,
Select board's up.
board update.
I think you talked about the crosswalks, and the fact that the doors are in and working. I'm gonna volunteer at the electronic drop-off September 14th, and more information will be coming about that, what you can drop off. And I'll start plugging for the Fall Climate Fair. We're trying to enroll Parsons Field in the Community Resilience Partnership. It costs the town nothing, but what it does is it allows us to apply for grants. And those grants are also determined by a community workshop to see what the community is interested in using for the grants. Some of the examples are solar panels, recreation area improvements, bicycle and safety and pedestrian improvements, EV chargers. There's a huge list of community actions. So Saturday, September 28th at 10 a.m. and I'll just keep talking about it as the time rolls on.
Anything else you'd like?
Well, you know, we've been asked about the timeline on the cannabis ordinance that we've been working on. It was suggested that maybe we wait till Tuesday till we have a new select board member for their input on it as well. I think we have some thoughts about where to go with that, so we haven't actually set a date for a special town meeting for a vote yet, but we are working on it.
David?
Just to follow up on that, we want to make it clear that we are not voting on the cannabis ordinance at the annual town meeting on Saturday. So if you're coming just for that, then please come anyways, but you're not going to get the cannabis ordinance. Danielle mentioned the clerk's office is going to be closed on the 11th and 12th of September. The select board office, however, will be open on the 11th and until noon on the 12th. So it'll only be closed on the afternoon of the 12th. And Jen and I are both pursuing a replacement camera system. We haven't had much luck contacting the people that merged with the folks that we did have. So we're still going with that. Still fighting that.
Security cameras for the area here?
Yeah.
For the office area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That reminds me, Cornish just put some in, I'll call them.
Yeah, you mentioned
Yeah.
that. Yep. And I think that's all I have.
You okay?
Okay, go ahead.
No, good.
I was just going to say, before you close the meeting, Ed, we just want to reiterate our thanks for your service. I think you served the people and the town well. Always tried to get consensus, which is a good thing. Not always easy to do when you don't agree with what the consensus is. But we will miss you, and do come back and visit.
Thank you. And I'm sad to inform folks that I failed in my last mission. I couldn't get a goddamn quote for the fence company. So I have a list here.
Join us with the security cameras, it just goes on and on.
Yeah.
I have a list here right now of 10 items that I'm expecting the new select board to act promptly on. And the fencing is one of them.
Yep.
So with that, thank you very much, folks. It's been interesting. I leave it at interesting. No, you know, some sadness and some happiness. It's, you know, I feel like Joe Biden. 80.
Oh, gee.
No, I mean, you should know when it's time to leave. I'm 85. I forget things. I know it's time. I can't walk that well. I use an abacus. I mean, you know. I think it's a great time to leave.
TMI.
Okay.
So thank you very much
Yeah.
again. It was a pleasure working with you folks too. I mean, really.
Good.
Thank you,
think
Ed.
The select board, as I said before, is a great mixture of different skills that people have. It really works wonderfully.
Mhm.
So with that, thank you very much.
How about Jeff?
How about Jeff? Yeah.
Oh my God, I almost forgot our most valued patron.
See, I don't speak unless I'm asked to speak.
That's,
That's how I lasted so long. I was always
yes,
Is that why you're
Never
still
interrupted
still
me.
married, right?
yes, Mr. Wright.
Just a thank you.
Well, we appreciate you being here, Jeff. We really do. hopefully leaves us as,
Yeah.
it gives us a thread of common sense sometimes. Sometimes.
I hear you. Thank you.
Take care, folks, and thank you very much. I'll leave the, here, I'll pass this on to you to pass on to